Let me just drink more Red Bull. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I talk too much. It's a fact. Hey guys, it's me Sylvia, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the first video of 2018. Yay! And what are we gonna do? We're gonna talk about 2017. I hope you guys all had a great New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and are enjoying the first few days of 2018. Feels weird to say 2018. So 2017 was amazing for makeup. I feel like we got KKW, we got Kylie Cosmetics, we got Fenty Beauty. Definitely a ton of very exciting product launches. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you guys my favorite products from the entire year, what I used from the moment I got it until now, and I'm still gonna continue to use it just because I love them so much and they took over 2017 in my book. I tried to only choose products that launched in 2017 because I didn't want to be too repetitive. You guys already know my OG products. I like use them in every single video. So before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. I drop 2 videos a week. You don't want to miss out. I'm gonna try and make it more than that too in the upcoming year. That's one of my resolutions, is to upload more for you guys, post more content on my other socials, and just do more. You know, I feel like I say that every year, but we're gonna do more. All of us, we're gonna do better this year. Let's get right into it. Okay, so for primers, I'm still using my OG primer. Where is it? So I don't want to talk about it. This is the Laura primer from Guerlain. I've talked about this many times on my channel. I use it in like every single video, so we won't talk about it. We will talk about the POREfessional, however. This is their Pearl primer. It's like the second version of the original one. So this one I only use occasionally because my esthetician told me it's not great to use pore filling products all the time, but it does such a good job of smoothing out your skin, filling in those large pores on like my nose, my cheeks, my chin. So I do like to use it if I know that I need like a flawless airbrush kind of complexion. Say I'm going to an event like outside in the sunlight and I know you can see everything up close and personal, then I will go the extra mile and use something like this. And for this primer, you can literally see the difference that it makes. Like if you put a little bit on one hand and rub it in and then compare it to the other hand, you can actually see the difference of it filling in all those fine lines. It fills those in and just smooths everything out, and like you can see the difference right there on your hand. So obviously it makes a huge difference on your face as well, and your foundation just looks flawless over top of it. So next up is foundation, and my number one foundation for 2017 is Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. I will say that this is underrated as heck. One thing about the foundation, they need to come out with more shades because even I sometimes can't find my exact shade when I'm like between self tans and stuff like that. But other than that, this has been my go-to foundation ever since I got it. I loved it. It takes a little bit of finessing. So I found if you're only using a little bit and trying to like spread that product out all over your face, and then you have to go back in and build like on a second layer, it's gonna start to get patchy and like not look too great. So I found the best way to apply it is just to use a lot and work in sections so it's not drying on you before, you know, you can build it and really get that nice coverage. So if you're doing that, then you'll get the most flawless airbrushed finish ever. And I have oily kind of combination skin, and this controls your oil all day. Like I was wearing it in the hottest days of the summer and my skin would still look perfect. And I've never had a foundation make my skin look as good as this foundation makes it look. And that's a really big statement, but like I love this foundation to the death and I will continue to use it in 2018. Try this one because it's bomb. So for brow products, I have recently fallen in love with the Colourpop brow pencil. So even though this is more of like a recent thing for me, they launched this well before I tried it out like months ago, and it is a really good affordable brow pencil. The only thing is some people find that their shade range is a little bit too warm. So if you do have more of like an ashier toned brow, then you might not like Colourpop's brow products because apparently they're more warm toned. I don't know, because the one that I have is in honey blonde and it works perfect for my brows just because I like to make mine a little bit warmer, match my hair a little bit more, and definitely honey blonde from Colourpop is that perfect shade for me. It's also very, very smooth, very, very creamy, and a beautiful, precise tip that you can really imitate hairs and create a perfect brow with. It also has a spoolie brush on the end. I mean, what more could you need? It's affordable. The fact that it's creamy might mean that you go through it quickly, but the fact that it's affordable kind of makes up for that. I really like this brow pencil and I've been using it for a little while now and will continue to use it. Moving on. So next up, let's move on to eye products. The first one I have to mention is Stila's Magnificent Metals Liquid Glow and Glitter Shadows or something like that. I think that's what they're called. Those are the product of the year. They are so bomb and so glittery. The only thing is I don't have the product actually with me right now. I took all the shades palettes that I own to LA. They're my all-time fave. But if you want a more affordable option, other brands are coming out with more kind of similar liquidy eyeshadow type products like that. I reviewed the Colourpop Supernova shadow on my channel. This comes very, very close, and it's a very affordable option for a dupe to the Stila glitter shadows. And then also Maybelline came out with their Color Tattoo eye chromes in liquid form as well. So they have a ton of color options, and this is very, very affordable as well. So this is a great dupe to the Stila liquid shadows because I don't think that they have much glitter in them. They're more like metallic. So definitely 2017 was kind of the year for liquid metallic or glittery eyeshadows, and I was obsessed. I basically want my eye to be as bejeweled and crazy and glittery as possible. So loving those products in 2017, we're bringing them into the new year with us. For eyeshadow palettes, speaking of getting your eyes as bejeweled and glamorous as possible, Fenty Beauty's Galaxy palette had to make it in this video for me. I don't know if you guys remember me reviewing the Galaxy collection, but this really had me in awe. I was very, very happy with it and impressed. Even though it had controversial reviews, I actually really, really enjoyed it and have used it ever since I tried it out in that video. It's just a very easy to use glitter product. It's so pigmented, so intense. It brings your eye look from like here to literally up here and just intensifies it and makes it that much more glamorous and fun. And there's so many shades available in the palette. It was great for all the holiday parties. I will still use this long after the holidays are over, and it for sure makes the list for one of my favorite palettes of 2017. And then two other palettes I think dominated 2017 were Jaclyn Hill's palette with Morphe, and it had so much buzz around it. Everyone loves this palette. And then also Carly Bible's palette with BH Cosmetics. This is her second one with them. It's the deluxe edition. So Carly's palette with BH has 21 eyeshadows and quite a few highlighters in it. And then the Jaclyn Hill palette has 35 eyeshadows in it. So both of them, you get a lot of bang for your buck. I think these girls did an amazing job with both of their palettes. I mean, the fact that both of them are so affordable and both of them were made by fellow YouTubers definitely influences my decision on choosing these ones for the top palettes of 2017 for me, because you gotta support your fellow YouTubers, you know? And they're both just such beautiful palettes that take the cake for 2017. So for mascaras, I will say that my favorite mascara, excuse me, of the entire year would have had to been Monsieur Big by Lancome. It is quite pricey, but I'm telling you, I've never tried a mascara better than this one. It just adds so much volume to your lashes. It lengthens them and curls them like all in one. Makes my lower lashes look bomb, makes my upper lashes look bomb. I think it's worth the price. I haven't stopped using it since I got it. I love it. If you want really bold, dramatic, big lashes that aren't clumpy, doesn't flake or smudge on you, then I would try this one out because, honey, it's bomb. But if you want a more affordable option, I got you, because I also really, really like Maybelline's Colossal Big Shot. I think this one definitely made it on top of a lot of people's lists for one of the best drugstore mascaras of 2017. Maybelline has some really, really great mascara options, but this one is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras right now, along with L'Oreal's Lash Paradise, because that one reminds me of Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So this one also is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras of 2017. So both of those are great affordable options to my personal favorites of the year. So another eye product that I have been in love with all year is Urban Decay's Heavy Metal Glitter Liner. I'm not sure if these came out this year. I definitely know that they kind of reintroduced them with their holiday heavy metals palette, but I've been using them for a while, and they're just a really easy way to kind of spruce up your eye look. So it has an eyeliner wand to it, so you can literally create a winged eyeliner, or what I like to do most of the time is just use this as kind of an accessory to my eye look. So after I'm done my eyeshadow, like even right now, if you just add a couple dots of that, it'll just intensify your eye look and add some glitter in a very simple way and very easy to use. So if you're a beginner and you're kind of scared of glitter, definitely try using something like this. You can be so precise with it and it doesn't get messy, it doesn't get everywhere. These come in a ton of different colors and you can do so much with them, and they're so easy to use. So for sure, they make the list for one of the best products I've been using in 2017. Now for lashes, I have two styles of lashes that really stand out to me for being my go-to lashes for 2017, and both of them are from House of Lashes, and they are the Boudoir Light Lashes and also the Iconic Light Lashes. So I actually just ran out of all my Iconic Lights. Don't know how I let myself get to this point, but I'll just put a picture of them right here. So they're very winged out and kind of more dense on the end, so it gives your eye a very nice like almond shape and opening kind of effect. I really like it for my small eyes because when it's more dense on the outer part, it just makes them look bigger. So those are one of my favorites. The regular Iconics are a little bit too dense and intense for my small eyes, so they can kind of of take away from the eye look, but I find that the light version of them really are perfect. And then the Boudoir Light is more of a wispy style, still have the flared out winged style to them, but they aren't as dramatic. I can wear these ones without liner and still have more of like a natural kind of lash day. So next up, let's talk about some face powders that came out in 2017 that I am still really, really loving. And the first one is also from Too Faced. This is their Peach Blur powder, and I feel like this also is very underrated. No one really talks about it. So it's a translucent powder, even though it looks pink, it is translucent, and you're meant to use it just as a finishing powder, and it gives you the most airbrushed finish without making your skin look any more cakey or powdery. It just really kind of like smooths out and blurs any pores, any texture. It'll mattify you, get rid of the oil, but still keep your skin looking fresh and youthful and healthy and not completely dead. So I'll actually use a little bit right now, just in the center of my forehead. See myself getting oily. So you see how it just like soaks up the oil, but I still have like a healthy glow. It definitely makes your skin like photo ready. If you're doing up close photos or you're out in the natural sunlight, it'll just smooth out everything and make you look that much more flawless. So for sure, this is one of my favorite products of the year. And then we also have a loose powder that I think everybody can agree is really, really bomb. This one kind of snuck its way into 2017 at the end of the year and made its way into our hearts. And this is Patrickstarrr's translucent powder that he came out with MAC when he did the collab with them recently. And it is a loose setting powder that works like a dream. It is very, very lightweight. When you dust it off, it doesn't leave any sort of film or residue left over. It doesn't have any sort of flashback, which is a huge no-no with setting powders, but why is it oh so common? It's 2018, people. We should not be having flashback anymore. So Patrick definitely killed it with this powder, and although it is a recent one that I've been using, I find myself reaching for it more and more. Hopefully they make it permanent because I know it is part of his limited edition collection, but it seems like everyone's raving about it and I'm sure it's doing very well. So MAC, if you are smart, make this a permanent one because I'm sure it'll be one of your best-selling products because it's bomb. So now let's talk about highlighters, and let me tell you, it was very hard to narrow this down to what I have here because 2017 was the year of highlighters. I'm not complaining because you can never have too many highlighters, and I have some really bomb ones here to show you guys. So first off, I definitely had to include a product from Fenty Beauty, and right now I would say probably their highlighters are my favorite products that the brand has available. So this is their Killawatt highlighter in Mean Money and Hustla Baby. So Rihanna came out with these dual highlighters, and there's two different formulas of the powder here. So one of the highlighters is more metallic, more intense, even more glittery, and then the other side is a lot more subtle. It's more finely milled, and I really like that she thought of that she has both different types of highlighters. Me personally, I want all the glow I can get, so I mix them together and I get like the most phenomenal glow. But if you do, you know, some days want a more subtle highlight, then you have the option to do the one side. So I think that was really cool. I love the quality of all of Fenty Beauty products, and Rihanna definitely came out the gate running because Fenty Beauty is doing phenomenal and it like just started up, so they must be doing something right. And then another highlighting product is a liquid highlighter, so I thought I had to include one powder, one liquid, you know. So we have this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is the Liquid Glow Face Highlighter, and I think this is also very underrated. I don't see very many people talking about it at all, and maybe that's because there's a lot of liquid highlighters out there, but honestly, this is one of the only ones that I find don't break up my foundation. I love the packaging. It's a very convenient, very clean. It's just a little tube that you can squeeze the product out, and I bring that everywhere with me when I'm traveling. I rub it all over my body. If you rub this like on your shins, you have a beautiful leg glow. I rub it on my shoulders, my décolleté, and my skin is just like glowing. It is so, so beautiful, and I can use it under my makeup, before my foundation, to really give my skin that extra glow, or on top of my makeup. Even if I've used powder and everything, like it does a really good job and doesn't separate or make it patchy or anything like that, and that's why it's one of my favorite liquid highlighters. And I have one more highlighting product that I had to include in the video, and that is the BECCA Apres Ski Glow Face Palette. I really love BECCA highlighters. I've been using them for a very long time, but this palette specifically I love because it has so many of the different tones of highlighter that you could want. So if I'm more tan and I want more of a golden highlight, I have that option there. And then there's also a very, very light, intense, icy highlight that I like to do for the inner corner of my eyes. And then they also have a beautiful luminous blush and bronzer in there as well. So it basically has like a lot of the face powders that I would want. So it's great for traveling, but this palette is for sure gonna be used and abused in 2018. And last up, let's talk about lip products. So for lipsticks, I've honestly been sticking with like my OG old school MAC shades that I usually will go to for lipsticks. The only collection that really kind of stands out for me in 2017 is the Tarte Color Splash lipsticks. I was obsessed with like the first 4 nude shades that they have in the collection. I think it's like Skinny Dip, Beach Babe, Rum Punch. This formula is very, very hydrating. It has a little bit of a shine to it. Loving this formula. It is a very, very great lipstick. Now for liquid lipsticks, my all-time favorite liquid lipstick, I think, ever came out this year, and it is the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigments. So they were really late to come out with their liquid lipsticks, but it was definitely worth it. These probably are my #1 liquid lipstick formula. They're so lightweight and kind of watery feeling, but it doesn't feel like there's anything really on your lips. And even though it's matte, it's still comfortable. It's not super drying. And those are all the things that you want in a liquid lipstick. You don't want it to feel super drying. You don't want it to be thick and like crusty, you know, and this is none of those things. This is everything that I could want in a liquid lipstick formula. They have a ton of different shades to choose from, and it's also super long wearing. And even the applicator is so bomb on these. It's like the best applicator that I've tried in a liquid lipstick. It's flat and a little bit pointed, and there's not too much fluffiness on the brush, so it's very easy to be precise and it doesn't feather out. Can't praise these enough. Definitely the #1 liquid lipstick of 2017 in my books. That may be really extra and like a huge statement to say, but it is what it is. I love them. And last up for lip products, I had to give this a mention. It is the Too Faced Melted Latex Lipstick. Now I feel like you either love this one or you hate it, and I definitely am one of the people that really love it. I feel like it's so unique, and I definitely have not come across a product like this before. I think it's like a hybrid of a lipstick, a lip gloss, and a liquid lipstick all in one, and it lasts so long, which is just something that you don't get in such a high shine lip gloss, lipstick kind of product. So that's why I'm still so obsessed with it. Even though it's a little bit thick, it's not uncomfortable feeling. So I do really like this product, and I have been wearing them pretty consistently when I want a super glossy, long-lasting lip. But I know for sure that this one is not like a fan favorite, and there are mixed opinions on it. So just be aware of that. If you do take my word for it and go buy it and end up hating it, like to each their own. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm just telling you why I love it, and I'm gonna keep using it in 2018. Whew, okay, so those are all the products that I picked out. I thought I narrowed it down, but I feel like it was still quite a bit of products. I'm sorry if this video was 10 years long, but I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of the products that I have been loving and consistently using since the moment I got them in 2017 and well into the new year. I wish you guys all an amazing 2018. I want nothing but success and health and prosperity for my S Club and me. Let's be real. Let's hope 2018 is our year, guys. I'm very excited. I have a few projects already in store for 2018 for you guys, and it's just gonna be a great year. I can feel it in my bones. It's gonna be good. So yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you are not yet subscribed, just click the button right here. Do it now. I'm waiting. Do it. Click it. And then watch these videos over here if you haven't seen them yet. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah. Bye.